I discovered a mythical spaceship at an auction, and they're about to scrap it. Alex walked into the auction house with a mix of curiosity and boredom. The building was enormous, dusty, and smelled faintly of burned circuits and old oil. Rows of forgotten starship parts, old engines, and broken drones sat under dim lights, waiting for someone to notice them. Most of the bidders were collectors or engineers looking for a cheap bargain, not for any true treasure.
Alex, however, had a different kind of curiosity. He wasn't rich, but he loved exploring old technology, imagining what stories it could tell.
He wandered past piles of engine cores and cracked hull plates, stepping carefully over cables and broken tools. Some of the items blinked faintly with old power. Others sat lifeless, forgotten. Then he saw it. It was hidden under a massive gray tarp, tucked away in the corner of the auction hall. At first glance, it looked like a pile of metal scrap. But something about it caught Alex's eye. The shape was too perfect. The curves of the hull, even covered in dust, were graceful, flowing almost like it had been designed to move through space with elegance. A faint blue glow leaked out from under the edges of the tarp. Alex stepped closer, heart racing. No one else seemed to care. The auctioneers walked past, calling out bids for old engine cores and satellite dishes. One of them even laughed as he pointed at the tarp. "Don't waste your money, kid," the auctioneer said. "That thing is old scrap, just a heap of useless metal. We're gonna melt it for parts soon. No one's gonna buy it." Alex frowned. There was something alive about it, even under the layers of dust. The hull seemed to shimmer faintly when he looked at it. He reached out and ran his hand over the tarp. The glow pulsed slightly, as if responding to his touch. His mind raced. Could it be real? Could this really be a ship from the old legends? People whispered about mythical ships hidden for centuries, powerful vessels built with intelligence beyond human understanding. Most thought they were stories. Most were wrong. The auction started taking bids for the tarp-covered ship. No one cared at first. The auctioneer tapped his microphone, his voice booming across the hall. Next item. An old, probably worthless starship hull. Opening bid. 5,000 credits! Alex's pulse quickened. 5,000. But he had saved carefully for months. And this could be it. The opportunity of a lifetime. He raised his bid, heart pounding. 10,000 credits! He called. A few heads turned. People laughed. Kid, are you serious? Someone said. You'll never win this. That thing's junk. But Alex didn't care. The more they laughed, the more determined he became. He raised the bid again and again. Slowly, the crowd quieted, watching with interest. Humans rarely challenged the bigger bidders, and yet here was Alex, a young man standing against the wealthy collectors fighting for a ship no one believed in. Finally, the auctioneer slammed his gavel. Oh! Alex's heart leaped. He had won. The tale. He had bought the mythical ship for barely more than its supposed scrap value. People whispered among themselves, unsure if the kid knew what he was doing, or if he was crazy. The auction staff helped Alex move the ship to the loading bay. The tarp was pulled back, revealing the full hull. Alex's breath caught. The ship was larger than most freighters, sleek and curved like nothing he had ever seen. Breath. Strange markings ran along the sides, glowing faintly in shifting colors. Panels and ports seemed to adjust slightly as if recognizing him. Psst. It's alive, Alex whispered. The staff laughed nervously. Alive? Baby, it's just metal, kid. Don't get your hopes up. You'll be melting this for scrap soon enough. But Alex didn't feel like they were right. The ship hummed faintly under his fingers, a soft vibration he could feel through his palms. It responded to his touch. He felt a spark of connection, a whisper of intelligence. Somehow, this ship had waited for someone like him. On the way home, he imagined what secrets it could hold. Hidden navigation systems, ancient star charts, technology humans hadn't dreamed of. Maybe even AI, built to think and learn.
Alex's mind raced with possibilities.
Once home, he carefully moved the ship into his small docking bay. It was cramped, but he managed to maneuver it in. He spent hours just staring at it, running his hands along the glowing panels. Then he noticed something unusual. A small section of the hull shifted slightly when he touched it, revealing a faintly glowing panel. Curious, he pressed it. A holographic interface appeared in the air, projecting images and symbols that Alex had never seen before. The ship seemed to be waking up. "Welcome?" a soft, melodic voice said. Alex jumped back. His eyes widened. He had expected lights, maybe displays, but not a voice. "Who are you?" he asked, hesitant but excited. "I am the caretaker of this vessel," the voice replied. "I have waited for one worthy of guiding me." Alex swallowed. Worthy? Him? Could it be true? The interface displayed data flowing too fast for him to read, star charts, energy signatures, and notes about planets that humans had never discovered. The ship hummed brighter. Panels shifted and rearranged themselves. The AI spoke again. "This vessel has been hidden for centuries. It was built by a civilization that admired human potential. Only one who shows curiosity, courage, and integrity may awaken its full power." Alex felt a thrill of excitement. He had always dreamed of exploring space, of discovering something truly extraordinary. And now, the ship was offering him that chance. But there was also fear for it. He had no idea how to pilot a ship like this. The auctioneers had laughed at him. The staff had called it junk. What if he failed? What if the legends were wrong, and he had just bought an ancient piece of scrap? Shaking off the doubts, Alex approached the cockpit. Panels lit up as he neared, forming a perfect bridge between him and the ship. Breaths. It recognized him, calibrated controls to fit his reach, even his thought patterns. Somehow, the ship knew him. He placed his hand on the main control, and the ship shivered with energy. The hum grew louder, resonating in his chest. Lights flowed along the hull like rivers of electricity, and the interface projected a map of stars beyond the known galaxy. Alex took a deep breath. He felt alive in a way he had never felt before. For centuries, this ship had waited. And now, it was ready to journey again. And he was ready to lead it. He didn't know where they would go. He didn't know what dangers awaited. But one thing was certain. Humanity had just been given a chance to touch the stars in a way no one had imagined.
Alex smiled. The adventure was just beginning.
And outside, in the auction hall, people whispered, "Did that kid just buy a mythical ship? Impossible! It can't be real." But it was real. And it was alive. The morning sun spilled through the small docking bay, casting soft light on the hull of the ship Alex had saved. It gleamed faintly, almost as if it were breathing. Alex couldn't stop staring. Every line, curve, and glowing panel called to him. It wasn't just metal. It was alive in some strange, impossible way. He took a cautious step forward, running his hand along the smooth hull. The ship hummed in response, vibrating under his fingers. A soft blue light followed the path of his hand, like the vessel itself was learning about him, reading him. Alex swallowed, excitement mingling with awe. I don't even know where to start, he whispered. The ship seemed to answer in its own way. A panel on the side shifted outward, revealing a glowing doorway. Brash. Light spilled into the bay, forming a pathway like a bridge inviting him in. Alex stepped closer. His heartbeat raced. Was this real, or was he dreaming? As he stepped inside, the air changed. It smelled faintly of ozone and something sweet, something alive. The interior of the ship was unlike any human craft he had ever seen. The walls curved seamlessly, and soft lights pulsed in rhythm with the hum beneath his feet. Panels floated in midair, shifting when he approached them, displaying symbols and star charts that Alex could barely comprehend. "Welcome," the voice said again, melodic and calm, echoing slightly in the space around him.
Alex froze. You can talk? Yes.
I am the caretaker of this vessel. I have waited for one worthy of guiding me, Brass. I have sensed your curiosity, your courage, and your patience. These qualities have brought you here. Alex felt a shiver of excitement. He had always dreamed of exploring the stars, of uncovering secrets no one else could find. And now, somehow, this ship had chosen him. "How do I pilot you?" he asked, almost afraid to break the silence. The ship responded with a soft hum and a projection. A holographic cockpit formed in front of him, displaying controls that adjusted themselves to his size and reach. The interface shifted with his thoughts, as if it were reading not just his actions, but his intentions. "You do not need traditional control," the ship said. "I respond to thought, to feeling, to the guidance of one who seeks knowledge without selfishness. I can teach you, but you must trust me." Alex nodded, swallowing his fear. "Okay, I trust you." The ship seemed to vibrate happily at his words. A section of the floor shifted, forming a seat in the center of the cockpit. Panels floated up around him, displaying star maps, energy readings, and systems he couldn't even name. He reached out, letting his fingers hover over the glowing symbols. The moment his skin touched one of the panels, a rush of images flooded his mind. He had never seen. Planets untouched by life, vast nebulae stretching across empty space. The ship was showing him the universe in a way no human had ever experienced. Alex gasped. This is incredible." "You are seeing what was hidden," the ship replied. These systems were charted by an ancient civilization. They believed humanity could one day reach beyond its own stars, if it proved worthy. Alex leaned back, trying to absorb the enormity of what he was seeing. The ship was alive. It had intelligence. It could think, respond, and guide him. Inspiration. And it had waited centuries for someone human to awaken it. How? "Why me?" Alex asked, voice trembling. "You are the one who saw what others could not," the ship answered. "Oh! You acted with curiosity, not greed. You value life, knowledge, and understanding. That is rare among your kind. That is why I have chosen you." Alex felt a swell of pride and responsibility. He was just one human, but somehow he had become the guide of a vessel that could change humanity's place in the stars. Then where do we start? He asked. The ship's panel shifted again, forming a projection of a nearby star system. We begin by learning. I will teach you navigation, systems management, and communication. You will unlock my capabilities gradually. Patience is necessary. The universe is vast, and rushing will only harm you. Inspiration. Alex nodded, determination filling him. He spent hours exploring the ship. Every corner, every panel, every glowing symbol fascinated him. He learned to adjust the lighting, the gravity, even the atmosphere inside the ship. It was adaptable, almost organic, and it responded to his moods and movements. By evening, Alex felt a connection stronger than he had ever known. The ship pulsed gently, almost as if it were alive. And then, as he leaned back, exhausted but exhilarated, the ship hummed louder. A section of the hull opened, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside were small artifacts, a crystal-like device that glowed with inner energy, a star map etched onto a translucent plate, and a recording of an alien voice speaking in a language he didn't understand. The ship's interface translated it instantly into human words. These are the keys to exploration, it said. They are given to those who prove worthy. Treat them with respect. Alex carefully examined the artifacts. The star map showed regions beyond known human space. The crystal device pulsed with energy, responding to his presence. The voice recording explained the stars and systems the ancient civilization had studied, leaving messages for those who could continue their work. Alex realized that humanity had been underestimated. Other civilizations might have thought humans were weak, greedy, or reckless. But here, with this ship, he could prove them wrong. Humans could explore, learn, and understand without destruction.
Over the next few days, Alex tested the ship's engines in the docking bay.
It was difficult at first. The ship didn't respond like ordinary craft. It seemed to anticipate his thoughts, but sometimes he thought too fast and the interface corrected him gently, almost playfully. He practiced lifting off in small increments, hovering in place, rotating, and adjusting speed. But each time, the ship rewarded his patience, responding smoothly to his commands. Alex felt a thrill of pride.
He was learning not through brute force or advanced technology alone, but through human ingenuity and patience.
One night as he floated in the cockpit, staring at the stars through the viewport, the ship spoke softly. There are regions of the universe that require exploration. There are signals and anomalies that you, as a human, are uniquely capable of investigating. Other species may fear or destroy what they do not understand.
You can act differently. You can be a guide, not a conqueror.
Alex nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility. This was more than a ship. It was a partner, a teacher, and a bridge to the unknown. Humans had always been underestimated. But here, in the vastness of space, they could shine. But suddenly, the ship's lights flickered. Panels shifted, displaying a series of glowing symbols in rapid succession. Alex's heart raced. He focused, letting his thoughts flow naturally. The symbol stabilized into a star chart pointing to a nearby, unexplored system. Should we go? Alex asked, his voice trembling. Yes, the ship replied. It is time.
You are ready to leave the dock. You will not face danger beyond your capacity.
Trust in yourself and in me. Alex took a deep breath. He could feel the ship vibrating beneath him, ready to launch. His hands hovered over the interface. With a thought, the engines powered up. Light flooded the cockpit, and the ship lifted gently, rising above the docking bay. The ground fell away. The stars stretched out before him, inviting him forward. The first flight outside the dock was slow, cautious. Alex practiced rotations, adjusting speed, feeling the hum of the ship through his bones, braking. He looked down at the planet below, marveling at the view. Cities sparkled like jewels, rivers glittered in the light, and the horizon stretched infinitely. The ship responded perfectly to his commands, shifting with fluid motion, glowing in rhythm with his focus. Alex laughed aloud, exhilarated. He had done it. He had awakened a mythical ship, and together they were about to explore the unknown. As night fell, Alex floated in the cockpit, staring at the distant stars. The ship hummed softly, a living companion in the vast emptiness. He felt hope, pride, and excitement. Breath. Humanity could do this. They could explore, learn, and grow, not through violence, but through curiosity and courage. The universe was waiting. And Alex, with the ship alive under his guidance, was ready to answer that call. The first few days outside the docking bay were cautious but exhilarating. Alex guided the ship gently through the planet's orbit, feeling every vibration, every hum, every pulse of the living vessel. Bear. It was learning him, and he was learning it. Together they were a single entity, a partnership of human curiosity and ancient technology. But the universe didn't take long to notice. News traveled quickly. Someone had recorded the auction. Someone had whispered to officials, and soon corporations and space authorities were questioning Alex's ownership. They claimed the ship could be dangerous, too advanced for a single human, or perhaps a threat to interstellar order. Alex ignored the warnings at first. He had no desire for confrontation. His goal was simple: explore, learn, and uncover the secrets of a ship humanity was lucky to touch. Yet whispers followed him wherever he went. Officials demanded inspections. Some tried to restrict him from traveling beyond certain sectors. But Alex found ways around their limitations. Not through force, but through ingenuity. The first challenge came from a navigation anomaly. While traveling near a dense nebula, sensors began displaying conflicting data. Most ships would have needed months to chart a safe path, or simply avoid it altogether. But Alex, with the ship's guidance, analyzed patterns, calculated trajectories, and improvised a safe route through the swirling cosmic clouds. The ship responded beautifully, its panels lighting in vibrant colors as they passed through the nebula. Alex felt a thrill he had never known. He was proving something to the galaxy, and even more to himself. Humanity wasn't weak. Humans were creative, adaptable, and capable of facing challenges without relying solely on brute force. Word of Alex's successful navigation spread.
Other species, observing from afar, began to take note. They had long underestimated humanity, seeing humans as impulsive and reckless.
Bracket. Yet here was one human guiding a mythical vessel, solving problems that would have challenged the most advanced AI or fleets. Alex pushed further. The ship's memory contained information about an ancient research station orbiting a distant star, long abandoned and presumed lost. It was said to hold knowledge far beyond modern civilizations, technology, star maps, and messages from civilizations long gone. No one had dared approach it, assuming it was too dangerous or impossible to find. But Alex had curiosity. He had ingenuity. He decided to go. As they approached the station, the ship's panels glowed softly, guiding Alex through the derelict corridors of the massive structure. Dust and debris floated in zero gravity, illuminated by the faint light of distant stars. The station had once been a hub of knowledge, now silent and empty. Alex explored carefully. 'Alex 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 explo He activated ancient terminals using the ship's interface, translating languages and symbols that had been forgotten for centuries. Each discovery was a thrill. Energy sources, star charts, and blueprints for ships and devices humans had never imagined. The station seemed to have been waiting for someone like him, just as the ship had. With patience, Alex pieced together the systems. He activated the station's observation deck, revealing star systems previously unknown to human or alien civilizations. He transmitted some of this information back to Earth, carefully avoiding revealing dangerous secrets.
The galaxy began to see humans in a new light. Explorers, protectors, and learners rather than conquerors.
But curiosity attracts attention, and not all attention was friendly. While most species watched with awe, some feared what humans were capable of. Alien observers tried to track the ship, sending automated probes to study it, to assess if humanity should be contained. But Alex, using the ship's adaptive systems, outmaneuvered every probe. But he didn't destroy them. He outsmarted them. They became harmless, recording nothing more than humanity's skill and intelligence. This was the essence of human ingenuity. Alex didn't rely on weapons or brute force. He relied on thought, creativity, and ethics. The ship responded in kind, learning from him, adapting its systems to amplify his approach. Breaths. Together they became more than just a human and a ship. They were a symbol of what humans could achieve when trusted with opportunity.
One evening, as Alex floated in the cockpit reviewing data from the station, the ship spoke softly.
"Your kind is remarkable," it said. "Others would have tried to conquer, to dominate, or to take what is not theirs.
But you explore, learn, and share. That is rare in the universe."
Alex smiled. "We humans can do more than people think. We adapt. We think! We care."
The ship pulsed warmly in response, as if approving his statement. It was a small victory, but important. Every interaction, every problem solved, every challenge faced without destruction was a testament to humanity's potential. The next test came unexpectedly, while scanning a nearby star system. Alex detected a mysterious signal, an artificial pattern, pulsing in a rhythm that hinted at intelligence. Many humans might have ignored it, or aliens might have destroyed the source without hesitation, but Alex decided to investigate. They approached a small planet, its surface glowing faintly under the light of a distant sun. The signal grew stronger, revealing a complex network of crystalline towers. The structures hummed with energy, and as Alex drew closer, the ship interfaced with the crystals, translating patterns into usable data. He discovered a cache of messages left by a civilization long gone. The aliens who built it had observed life across the stars and left guidance for species capable of understanding it. Alex carefully recorded everything, sending safe transmissions to Earth and storing the rest within the ship's memory. Humanity had become the first species to approach this treasure ethically, proving intelligence could coexist with compassion. News of Alex's discovery spread rapidly. Humans who had once been underestimated were now seen as explorers, thinkers, and problem solvers. Even skeptical aliens began to acknowledge that humans, when guided by curiosity and morality, could accomplish feats others could not.
But Alex's journey wasn't only about external recognition.
It was personal. Each challenge he faced, nebula navigation, alien probes, decoding ancient civilizations, taught him more about human potential. He realized that humans were capable of greatness not because of strength, but because of ingenuity, patience, and the ability to adapt.
He pushed the ship further, exploring systems where no human had ever traveled.
The ship responded, its panels glowing in harmony with Alex's excitement and focus. Together they mapped regions of the galaxy that would have taken fleets of ordinary ships decades to reach. And they did it without harming anyone, without destroying anything, proving that exploration could be a force for knowledge and understanding. One day, as they rested near a binary star system, Alex looked out the viewport and whispered, "We're making history, aren't we?" The ship pulsed in response. "Yes." But history is not only about what is remembered. It is about the potential of those who seek, learn, and respect the universe. You are setting a precedent for humanity. Alex felt a swell of pride.
Brand. Humans had always been underestimated. Now, through ingenuity, patience, and ethical exploration, they were proving their worth.
Bar wasn't just a young human with a mythical ship. He was a symbol, a reminder that even a single person guided by curiosity and intelligence could change the galaxy's perception of an entire species.
As night fell across the twin suns of the system, Alex plotted a course for the next region of space. Ancient star charts suggested the presence of more artifacts, more knowledge, and perhaps other civilizations watching, waiting for someone to prove they were worthy.
The ship vibrated softly, ready to respond to his thoughts. Alex smiled, feeling the pulse of energy beneath his hands. Together they would continue their journey, not as conquerors, but as explorers, not with weapons, but with curiosity. Not with destruction, but with knowledge. For the first time, Alex understood something profound. Humanity's true power was not in dominance, but in ingenuity, ethics, and courage. The galaxy would see this soon enough, and the ship, alive and ancient, would be the perfect witness. The stars stretched endlessly before them, full of mystery and possibility.
Alex leaned back, letting the ship guide them forward, confident in the knowledge that humans could achieve greatness in ways no one had expected.
And somewhere in the distance, unseen observers, alien species, interstellar authorities, and curious minds were taking note. Humanity was no longer a species to underestimate. One human, one ship, and the choices they made were changing the galaxy's view forever. Alex and the ship left the binary star system behind, venturing deeper into uncharted space. Every star they passed shimmered with promise. Every planet held the possibility of secrets long forgotten. The ship pulsed softly, a living partner guiding him toward discoveries that no human had ever imagined. Breath. Days passed in a rhythm of exploration. Alex studied the ship, learning new controls, unlocking hidden systems, and slowly understanding its full potential. It was more than a vessel. It was a bridge between the known universe and the mysteries beyond.
And Alex was ready to cross that bridge.
One day, while scanning a distant sector, the ship detected a faint energy signature unlike anything Alex had ever seen. The reading suggested a massive structure orbiting a cold, dark star. The ship's lights pulsed excitedly as if it recognized the importance of this location. This could be something incredible, Alex whispered. The closer they got, the more obvious it became. Orbiting the dead star was an enormous alien research station, far older than any Alex had studied before. Its surface was etched with strange symbols, glowing faintly in patterns that seemed to respond to the ship's presence. The ship guided Alex carefully, mapping safe pathways through the debris field surrounding the station. As they approached, the interface projected a warning. The station's energy fields were ancient, but still powerful. Alex didn't hesitate. He had learned patience, observation, and ingenuity. He trusted the ship, and the ship trusted him. Inside the station, Alex floated through corridors illuminated by faint, shifting lights. Panels came alive as the ship interfaced with them, translating alien languages, unlocking doors and revealing rooms filled with data crystals, star maps, and artifacts. It was as if the station itself had been waiting for someone capable of understanding its purpose. The first chamber revealed an enormous star map, projecting systems humans had never charted. Some stars glowed with energy patterns that suggested life, while others pulsed with remnants of civilizations long gone. Alex recorded everything, careful to respect the knowledge left behind. He realized these maps were meant to guide species capable of using knowledge responsibly. This
This is incredible, Alex whispered.
Humans could learn so much from this. The ship hummed in agreement.
Your kind has the potential for greatness. Curiosity, patience, and integrity are rare.
Benny would take this knowledge and use it for greed or power. You, however, explore ethically.
Alex felt pride. He wasn't just exploring for himself.
He was proving that humans, often underestimated, could act with intelligence and responsibility. They could be explorers, not conquerors. Deeper in the station, Alex discovered a chamber filled with crystal devices, glowing with energy.
As he touched one, the ship interfaced with it, translating its purpose.
It was a communication device, capable of transmitting knowledge across vast distances instantly. The messages left within were meant for species ready to embrace exploration without destruction. Alex carefully activated the device, sending encrypted transmissions to Earth, sharing knowledge, star maps, and safe instructions for further exploration. He didn't reveal dangerous secrets, only what humanity could handle responsibly. "This will show them what we can do," Alex said, "that humans are capable of discovery, learning, and ethics." The ship pulsed with excitement.
It will inspire others. Humans will be noticed and respected.
You are setting a precedent for generations to come.
Alex explored further, discovering chambers filled with ancient knowledge, devices capable of creating energy without fuel, star charts showing civilizations thought lost, and recordings of messages from beings who had observed the universe for millennia. Each discovery was a reminder that humans were now part of something greater, entrusted with knowledge that could shape the future. As he floated through the station, Alex realized something profound. Breath.
Humanity had always struggled to be taken seriously by other species. They had been underestimated, ignored, and sometimes feared.
But now, through curiosity, ingenuity, and respect for knowledge, humans were proving themselves in ways no one had predicted. The ship guided him to the final chamber, a massive hall filled with holographic projections. The walls shimmered with images of galaxies, nebulae, and star systems. The projections aligned to form a pattern that resembled a key, a symbolic guide meant for those who could understand the universe without harming it. Alex activated the projection. The ship interfaced perfectly, translating complex symbols into simple patterns. As he studied it, he realized the key wasn't a weapon or a tool for power. It was a roadmap for responsible exploration, a way for civilizations to navigate the universe without destruction. "This is humanity's chance," Alex whispered, "but to show what we can do differently." The ship pulsed warmly, almost glowing in affirmation. "Humans are capable of greatness beyond your understanding. This knowledge will be your legacy." Alex spent hours studying the projections, unlocking hidden compartments, and recording data. He carefully documented everything, knowing that once they left, other species would notice. Humanity's actions here would be remembered, not for conquest, but for intelligence, ethics, and courage. As he prepared to leave, the ship's lights brightened. It had stored the entire station's knowledge within its memory. Alex realized the ship itself was now a living archive, capable of guiding humans to explore safely and responsibly. They left the station behind, the dead star fading in the distance. The universe stretched endlessly before them, full of secrets, challenges, and opportunities. Alex felt a deep sense of accomplishment. Humanity had been given a chance, and they had proven themselves worthy. But the journey was not over. The ship guided him toward a distant system, where a series of unknown signals pulsed in patterns that hinted at intelligence. Alex prepared for the next phase of exploration, knowing that humans would continue to prove themselves. For the first time, he felt the weight of his responsibility. Their potential, and their legacy in the stars depended on how they acted. And he knew that through curiosity, ingenuity, and respect, humans could achieve greatness without causing harm.
As Alex piloted the ship, he realized something extraordinary. The vessel wasn't just alive.
It had learned from him as much as he had learned from it. Together they were creating a new standard for what humans could be. Explorers, learners, and guardians of knowledge. The stars stretched endlessly ahead, inviting him forward. The ship pulsed in harmony with his heartbeat, guiding him through the unknown. Alex smiled, feeling a connection he had never known. Humanity had found its place among the stars, not through force, but through courage, intelligence, and ethics. In the distance, alien observers watched silently, recording every move. Many had doubted humans, expecting impulsive, reckless behavior. But Alex and his ship were proving them wrong. Humanity's potential was being revealed, one ethical, ingenious step at a time.
As he looked at the endless galaxy, Alex whispered, "This is just the beginning. Humans can do so much more. We will explore, learn, and grow. We will be worthy of the stars."
The ship pulsed in agreement, glowing brighter than ever. Together they soared into the unknown, a living testament to what humans could achieve. The universe was vast, full of mysteries and wonders. But Alex knew one thing. Humanity had found its path. They had proven that intelligence, curiosity, and ethical exploration could leave a mark even among the oldest stars, breaths. And so they journeyed onward, ready to uncover the secrets of the universe, not as conquerors, but as explorers, guardians, and witnesses to the endless possibilities of space. The stars stretched before them, infinite and inviting, and humanity's legacy in the cosmos had only just begun.